Hey there everybody, today's shirt is the Ghost Rider. Now the Ghost Rider is a skeleton with superhuman strength that rides an awesome motorcycle. But of course that's all due to demonic powers, and chances are most of you don't have demonic powers. You might have a cool motorcycle though. If you do, hey, awesome, good for you. So anyway, that'll be today's topic, not demonic powers, but how do you keep your strength while losing weight? See what I did there? Because he's a skeleton? Ha ha ha, I'm clever. So, anyways, 4 tips today on how to reduce body fat without losing your muscle. So like probably most people, you're going to the gym, getting big and strong, building those muscles, but you probably ended up with a little excess fat, so you want to burn that, but you don't want to lose everything you worked for. So how do you do that? You got to keep lifting heavy when you're doing this fat loss period. Let's call it dieting period. It's probably people better understand this stuff. Just assuming you use the word dieting. So anyways, something that most people do, hell, I've even done it in the past, is you think, oh, well, I gotta burn this weight off. I'm gonna have to switch up my lifting to low weight, high reps. That way, I'll burn it off, get a nice endurance going. But that's exactly the thing, is you will be now telling your body to train for endurance, which means you're gonna start losing that mass because you're not keeping, those muscles obviously got big from you lifting heavy, so they've adapted it. Okay, wait, I lift something heavy, gotta get big and strong. So now you switch that because you figure, oh, I'll burn out doing that. It's endurance, kind of cardio. I'll burn off the fat and get that nice lean muscle tone. But really, you get the muscle tone from burning the fat off. And if you lift low and high, like I said, you'd be training for endurance, so you're going to get that nice lean look. But if you have huge muscles and you switch to that, those huge muscles are going to go away because your body goes, oh, well, we don't need to be this big anymore. And this person's, now we're lifting all this stuff a bunch of times. Okay, we got to change to be more adept to do that. So if you want to keep those big muscles, keep lifting heavy. Number 2, reduce your body fat at a slow rate. Don't do any of these crazy diets that are making it drop like an entire person in like a month. That's very unsafe. So give yourself significant time. Like most people, this is just an example. Like, oh no, it's 2 months before summer. I gotta drop this stuff super fast, and they do all these crazy diets, pills, and everything. It's not healthy. You ever notice in those things they say, oh, like 70% of the weight loss is fat. It's like 30% of what else you lose. You lose an organ tissue. That's terrifying. So give yourself like 3 or 4 months if you're trying to get like super lean, like 5% body fat or something. So the slower you reduce the body fat, the less likely you'll lose your muscles. Now this makes sense because in order to lose body fat, you need to consume less calories than obviously what you're taking in. But if you're trying to build up muscles, you obviously need to really pour on the calories. So, and of course, do a ton of cardio when you're trying to burn off the weight. So in order to drop fat quickly, I say quickly, you have to go low in calories to maintain the current amount of muscle that you have. I'm not saying, like I said, you're trying to burn the weight, take in less, and do a bunch of cardio because you're going to start losing the weight. You need a diet that's going to maintain that muscle that you have, but also cut a little bit so that you burn the weight. I know it's a little tricky, which is why 3 or 4 months, because it's obviously going to take a while because you're going to lose it slowly. You drop it fast, you're probably going to lose your muscles. So if you just create like a slight caloric deficit and you only lose about maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week, that's really good. Like that's what you should be aiming for. Any more than that, you're getting kind of problems could come up. Number 3, which is something I've already done a huge video on. So that would be, make sure you get that high intensity interval training cardio in. Because quick recap, obviously, like I said in my other video, match the two with the low and go for a while. But you're trying to keep that body mass, those muscle mass that you have, the high intensity, sprint, rest, only do this for like 15-20 minutes. So really You want more in-depth on that, check out the other video. It's full of information. And the last one. Eat a realistic, strict diet. What I mean by realistic is don't go, okay, I've been eating all this, and now tomorrow I start my dieting thing, I'm going to cut this, 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 and this. You might be able to, if you can do that, wow, you're amazing, but you can go like a weekend, you're going to like go nuts, because you're probably just gone cold turkey. That's body's going to go crazy on you. So, a rule of thumb. Try to make sure that at least 75% of what you're eating is clean, low calorie. But if you happen to binge or you get a chunk meal in, if you're going to slip, if you're going to mess up, if you know, okay, I'm going crazy, I need to eat that junk food or that something I'm craving, if you're going to eat that, be sure to eat that like it would be after like a real long, hard workout. Because at least, you're not just packing it on or it's just sitting there, like, you've burned a bunch of stuff, and that'll usually, that'll be used to refuel you. Granted, it might not be the best fuel if, like, you're eating a pizza after you just hit the gym. So, but if you are, I wouldn't recommend it, but like, if you're gonna eat like a dirty meat, like, fried chicken wings or whatever, like, you're getting the chicken, but you're also, you know what I mean. And also, go low on carbs. Don't be packing on those carbs. Like, low carbs. Why low carbs? Because when you go to the gym, you want to burn that fat. You want the energy that you're using to come from that fat. And if you've been eating a lot of carbs, that's just what it's going to do. It's going to use those carbs that you ingested, and now you didn't lose anything. You just lost the carbs that you ate that day, and it's just flatline. Nothing's getting accomplished. So low carbs, so that you use the fat that you have, using the fat as the fuel. So that'll be it for that video. But now, the brand new segment, the Geek Moment of the Week. And that today is The Dark Knight Returns, Part 2. Yay. For those of you who don't know what that is, that will be the second part, obviously, of the animated film series that they're doing based on the comic series The Dark Knight Returns. The Dark Knight Returns was written in late 80s. Hell, I might have not even been born by the time when it was written. But it's considered one of the greatest Batman stories ever told, if not one of the greatest stories ever told, comic books or otherwise. It really is. It does live up to the hype. When I read it, I instantly loved it. Like, it was amazing. And even myself, like, I want to see like a serious adaptation of this. No cut in the corners, no nothing. And that's what DC did in these animated films. They split it into 2 full-length movies so they could have everything that the fans want, and that's incredible. Great voice cast, great animation. It's amazing. Like, so definitely get the movies, pick up the comic series. It's in graphic novel form. It's not that expensive at all, so definitely. So, alright. Stop sitting around dreaming, get up and start doing. Hit the gym. Get the awesome comic books and movies, and I'll see you guys later.